A 103-year-old man recently set a Guinness World Record for the oldest tandem skydiver. Even crazier, a 74-year-old checked himself out of the hospital. After leaving Walter Reed Medical Center this week, President Trump appeared to stage a second re-entry into the White House for use in a propaganda video. And we actually have a clip of it right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
According to USA Today, due to the coronavirus pandemic, holiday shopping is expected to start earlier this year, said one holiday shopper.
Who gives a about Christmas stuff and decoration, but I need to do it, right?
Do you remember she said that? I have forgotten. 3 different asteroids flew past Earth on Wednesday, and each one of them was like, ugh, no, I can't stop there. That place is messy. And we are. We are messy, Earth. Spotify announced that listeners can now search for songs using lyrics, which is fine, but anybody can do that. Call me when you have an app that can do this. Hey, what's that one song by that one guy? And it's like, I have no business listening to this song, but it really makes you turn up in like a white way. And then a black lady starts singing and you're like, yes, this is my shit.
Wild Night by John Mellencamp and Michelle Ndegeocello.
That is correct. And finally, a college student in the UK was rescued by firefighters after she became stuck in a dryer while under the influence of alcohol. Even worse, she shrunk. You guys, I have to admit, that last joke was a lie. She didn't shrink. She's still fine.
Oh.
But I mean, for all I know.
Well, ooh.
Ooh, I take it back. We don't know. She probably did shrink.
She could be a shrinker.
Scientifically accurate, the Amber Ruffin Show, every last minute of it. But the biggest news of the week was Wednesday night's vice presidential debate between Senator Kamala Harris and Vice President Mike Pence. Some say what we witnessed that night was an informative debate. Some say what we witnessed was a spirited debate. I say what we witnessed wasn't a debate at all, but rather the dragging of a vice president. Pop stars get dragged. Real housewives get dragged. But vice presidents? They do. Now, Senator Kamala Harris is known for her highly effective dragging, but with millions watching and so much at stake, she probably started the evening out nice, right?
The American people have witnessed what is the greatest failure of any presidential administration in the history of our country.
Oh, ruthless right out the gate. Now, that's a sufficient drag. If our story ended there, our hunger for dragging would be satiated. But folks, once Kamala gets to dragging, there's no telling when she'll stop. She had this to say about a possible COVID vaccine.
If the doctors tell us that we should take it, I'll be the first in line to take it, absolutely. But if Donald Trump tells us that we should take it, I'm not taking it.
You know that made Pence madder than the time he found out that women are allowed to drive. Now, it's at this point when you think, well, it's been a good debate, but this man has gotten dragged so terribly, surely he will go home now. But this fool stayed around, and I gotta hand it to him. That is brave. Now, this is what Senator Harris said about the Trump and Pence health care plan.
If you have a pre-existing condition, heart disease, diabetes, breast cancer, they're coming for you. If you love someone who has a pre-existing condition, they're coming for you. If you are under the age of 26 on your parents' coverage, they're coming for you.
And if you have pink eye, Kamala is coming for you. Now, how can she drag this 200-pound man so easily? And why is she dragging him so terribly? Is it because he supports gay conversion therapy and doesn't mind what's happening at the border? Or does she just love to stunt on him? I don't know, but I'm sure Pence had a good comeback.
You're not entitled to your own facts. You yourself said on multiple...
Oh, talk about bringing a noodle to a gunfight. What are you doing? Boy, just shut up and take this whooping. You're embarrassing yourself. Anyway, let's get back to some good old dragging.
We're about freedom and respecting the freedom of the American people.
Let's talk about respecting the American people. You respect the American people when you tell them the truth.
Ooh, Ooh, this is delicious. Now, you may be asking yourself, the tea or the dragging? Both, baby! Now, any hope of Pence maintaining his dignity all came down to the next question.
Vice President Pence, you were in the front row in a Rose Garden event 11 days ago at what seems to have been a super spreader event.
Dang! Even the question is a burn. Now, you know you do a lot of dirt when a person can't ask you a question without the question itself being a burn. That's like if someone came up to you and was like, why is your trash ass such trash? But you don't need to be a human being to drag Pence. Now, while he was busy mispronouncing Breonna Taylor's name, this happened.
Is a great insult to the men and women who serve in law enforcement.
Fly, 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 fly. Everybody fly, fly,
Fly, fly.
Were you doing that at home with your husband the whole 2 minutes that fly was on that guy's head? Because we were in my house. Now, it's truly hilarious that Mother Nature itself cannot help but to drag this man. Woo! You love to see it. Now, it would take too long to show you every dragging that took place Wednesday night, so I'll leave you with these final highlights.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
I have to
I'm
weigh
speaking.
in.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
Well, wait.
I'm speaking. If you don't mind letting me finish, we can then have a conversation.
Yes,
Mr. Vice President, I'm
please,
speaking.
very
I'm
fast.
speaking. Okay.
So the next time you spend 4 years passing legislation that benefits rich people while creating laws that hurt the rest of America, you better cover your tracks or you might end up a part of the dragging of a vice president. Bako gako 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 gigi gako 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 giko dragging them. Ba 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 bee boo ba 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 ba. Now that's what hanging out with me and Tarek is like, and it is not for everyone.
No.
Okay, you guys, so a lot of crazy things happened in the news this week, and I felt bad because I had a lot of negative feelings, and I don't want to be someone who has negative feelings all the time. And I feel like I spent the whole week trying not to wish ill on people. Tarek, did you have that problem?
Oh.
Oh, really? So when all those people were coming down with that thing, you didn't feel like, oh, good.
Oh.
So when those folks got together with no masks on and stood real close to one another and celebrated the conservative replacement of RBG in the middle of a friggin' pandemic and then they caught it, you weren't like, a little bit?
Nope. No. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. When Kellyanne Conway's daughter called her own mom out on TikTok, you weren't like, a little bit?
No. No.
Okay. Well, when Stephen Miller got it, you weren't like texting everybody talking about, oh my gosh, look what happened to this literal white supremacist. Oh, wow. So you didn't make up a funny little bingo card with a bunch of Republicans' faces and send it around to all your friends?
I don't even know how to. Come on. I don't know how to do that.
So what's that piece of paper on your stand right there? Oh, wow. You're a better person than me, Tarek.
Mm-hmm.
You're a better person than me. Would you like to talk about how much better than me you are? He's really gonna eat it. You guys, even though pretty much every Republican tested positive for the coronavirus this week, including 2 members of the Senate Judiciary Committee, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell announced that he will move forward with the confirmation hearing for Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett. Now, if Barrett is confirmed, the Supreme Court will become more conservative than it has been since the 1930s. And do you know how conservative things were in the 1930s? I mean, the Supreme Court is about to get so conservative.
Conservative, you say?
Oh, Tarek, I'm talking plenty conservative.
Oh, conservative?
I'm talking super conservative.
Ha! How conservative will it get?
It's gonna get so conservative that women will have the right to choose what to spend their allowance on.
Oh!
How conservative will it get?
It'll get so conservative that the only sex you'll have is the one you're assigned at birth. How conservative will it get?
It's gonna get so conservative, the only health care you'll be able to afford is a cootie shot. How conservative will it get?
It's gonna get so conservative that if you say, I'm gay, you better not mean it like that. How conservative will it get?
It's gonna get so conservative that Roe v. Wade is gonna be how you decide to get to work after they let the ice caps melt. How
Oh.
conservative will it get?
It's gonna get so conservative that straight white men will be like, I think something's a little wrong. How conservative will it get?
It's gonna get so conservative that church's chicken will become actual churches.
Oh.
How conservative will it get?
It's gonna get so conservative that we will wish we had done more to prevent this from happening and preserve the already endangered rights of women and minority groups.
Boy, howdy! And that's how conservative